The soldiers may be long gone, but their presence in Dutch Harbor is never forgotten. Pieces of World War II history can be found all over the island, from the abandoned underground hospital to an old Navy vessel sunk in Captain's Bay.
A lot of the bunkers they did empty out before they tore them down.
Perhaps the best place to go for a trip back in time is Mount Ballyhoo.
This is one of the old bunkers that you can walk through still.
Lydia Gordon grew up in Dutch Harbor, playing in the empty buildings. For her, World War II is more than just facts in a book or even remnants in the mountains. It's a history her family lived.
They didn't really talk about it at all. It was something that I think was so traumatic for them that they didn't want to relive it.
Her grandparents were evacuated and sent to an internment camp in southeast Alaska when the military took over.
They had to give up their homes and live in conditions that were really bad. People don't understand how bad the conditions really were and how many people were lost. In fact, my grandparents lost their baby.
The struggle of the Aleut people is well documented at the World War II Center in Dutch Harbor, run by the Unalaska Native Corporation.
They lived in an old fish camp that was very, very bad shape.
Vietnam veteran Vincent Tudiakoff also had family members forced from their homes.
My grandmother and all of my uncles and aunts my sister, were all taken from this community. And as I was growing up, I started to learn a little bit about it. A lot of it was people would not talk about it. It was a very sad part of our history.
Surrounded by pieces of the past, Vincent remembers not only those who died in the camps, but also the soldiers who lost their lives during the attacks. For him, Veterans Day is about finding closure.
We think it's a time to heal some of our wounds that we have internally. Some of us have not fully recovered.
He hopes those who visit the museum might also get a sense of peace while carrying on the memories of the Aleutian community.
Mostly this museum is here to show that Unalaska Dutch Harbor has a place in this history, and the Aleut people are part of that history.
Back on Mount Ballyhoo, the silence envelops the relics high on the hillside.
It's a peaceful feeling, but a sad one at the same time, just thinking of what they all went through.
It's a history that's hard to forget when it's all around you. Heather Hinsey, KTVA 11 News.